For history was history, fools were we. Then we climbed a tree and finally we could see. Lo, then the internet made us smart, now know everything do we. Thus we share with thee these trifleries, till nobody learns a thing.
Hello, everyone. Hello, and welcome back to Bottom of the Barrel. We're here for another exciting episode. My name is Jay Hickman. I'm here with some good friends, John Swayze and Kyle Jones. Hello, fellows.
Hello, old friend. How are you?
Very good. This is great.
I was talking to Kyle.
A treat.
I was talking to Kyle. I'm sorry.
Got me again.
Fantastic, John Swayze. Thank you for asking.
You bad, buddy.
Jay, how are you doing?
Thank you, Kyle. How nice of you to ask. I'm very well, thank you. I'm excited to join with you boys, as always. It's always a treat. But tonight is quite a remarkable occasion when we talk about something brand new. It's always something fairly new. But this one is, for me, I thought when I first heard it suggested a little out of left field, and I was excited to dig in. And I think it would be most appropriate to kick it over to you, Kyle, to actually introduce this week's topic.
All right. Well, I'll ease into it. With all of us have been in trouble, right?
Yes.
Sure.
John, he's looking for
bet.
crowd participation. Can you please answer?
I see. Yes.
Hoping
I've
you
been
guys-
in trouble. I
you guys will
feel
be a
I'm
part
in
of
trouble
this.
right now. I think I'm in trouble right
Good.
Odds are
Okay,
good.
and some of us have been in big trouble, and some of us have been in big trouble. But prison trouble is a different kind of trouble that not every one of us has ever experienced, or hopefully, John. Jail and prison are different things. We're gonna
Okay, then I've never been in
that.
prison trouble.
John is itching to talk about the degrees of trouble he's been in, but we'll get to that in a little while.
Yeah. But it's never been prison trouble. I have been in jail trouble, but never prison trouble.
Okay.
I've never been naked. I've never been naked in
good.
a shower in an incarceration instance where I was afraid to pick up the soap.
Wow, we went straight to the shower. All I did was say the word prison, and within 30 seconds, you're in the shower in prison.
Yeah. Well, and I just said I've never bent over in the shower. I just want to clarify.
Kyle specifically said he wanted to ease into this, and John was like, "I'll tell you what I've."
That's what they told me too. We're going to ease into this, and boy, they didn't.
Wow.
Yeah.
Woo.
Man.
Time served.
Prison talk. Anyway.
Well, so, but you bring up a good point. It is it's terrifying. It's, most of us are ill-equipped to be going to prison anytime soon. At least I would say so about myself. John, I know you. I mean, with your sweet candy ass, you're in real big trouble.
Mm-hmm.
If you go to
you
prison.
better believe it, buddy. You better believe it.
And so I wanted to, face this fear, not by going to prison, hopefully, but by, doing a little deep dive into it.
Is because I was going to ask you, Kyle, how this topic wound up on our roster? Like, what about it intrigued you? And is it a kind of a psychological exercise for you? Like, this is a fear that we need to face, maybe particularly me, and I can only think of one good way to talk about it with some drunken boobs.
Yeah. So that goes for just about anything, but
I thought it was something that we all kind of agreed, we should make sure our sons all listen to this episode.
Right. This is our scared
and
straight
scare
episode.
them straight. Exactly. This is
our PSA.
Bottom of the barrel, scared straight.
Because I have to ask John, how many times this past week did Kyle Jones say to you, "I'm really looking forward to prison"? And we presumed he was talking about this recording tonight, but he never specified that's exactly what he was getting at. For me, it was more than one time in the past week. Kyle was like, "Really looking forward to prison." So I was curious to,
He kept saying, "Let's talk penal," but he kept spelling penal with an I.
On Saturday night, we get penal.
Never was too good at spelling.
Okay.
Well, you don't have to be in the big house, baby.
Yeah, I mean, the
Well,
purpose.
hey, you bring up a good point there, John Swayze. Big house. So, prison, penitentiary, correctional facility, corrections, remand center, detention center, jail, gaol. And then you start in with the nicknames like Big House and Clink. Throw out some others. What are some other names, nicknames of being in
Pokey, I believe, is one.
the Pokey? Yeah, that's a
See,
good
now
one.
the pokey, I would say that's jail. I wouldn't call the pokey prison. I think the pokey's like,
Okay, well,
I got
let's,
I got
we'll
picked up
open the
last night
floor
for
up.
PI and got taken to the pokey.
We'll open the floor up to include
But that would have been
incarceration
the
in general.
drunk tank.
The tank. There's another one.
The farm, take like the prison farm.
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
The island.
But
Maybe that's getting a little too remote. Like
island, the slammer, the brig,
The slammer.
If you're in the military, yeah.
The Rock.
The Rock.
yeah.
So it turns out prison and why it has a billion names, just like it is because it has kind of a million different origins or one origin. It's been with us since the beginning of time. Since the beginning of civilization, they have found little places where we have tried to corral the screw-ups. The folks who just don't really cooperate with everyone.
Are you?
else.
Is that correct? Since the beginning of civilization,
are you
There
saying
are
like-
Mesopotamian.
I
There
know,
are
like
Mesopotamian prisons.
when Cain killed Abel, immediately somebody went, "We need a prison."
yeah. I thought the solution was kill that person. Like I think for a long time the solution was let's not send
no
them
need to
away and
incarcerate.
make
Just kill them.
let's
Okay,
not
I
send
guess
them away and make them think
clog-
about what they've done. Like we'll kill
Clog
them.
just grab rock and smash
Yeah.
bad man.
Rock smash. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if I
you,
would call that civilization.
well, if you read
Maybe
the
that's
Old Testament,
the difference.
if you read the Old Testament, dude, there's a lot of like, and if you look at your neighbor's wife in the wrong way, they should be taken outside and stoned. All right. Well, that's the end of that story. That's it. You know, there's no, you're going to pay for that, mister, with 20 years of your life. It's like, no, we're just going to kill you right away.
We're just going to throw rocks at you till you're dead.
God, and where do they get all those rocks? Maybe that's why it's called the Rock. They we're going to just throw rocks at you.
They built houses with straw and wood and such back then. Like they didn't have masonry, so there were tons of rocks around because people weren't using them for construction.
Lots of pigs
Right.
building houses. It was weird. Strange times.
So anyway,
But yeah, stonings and things. In fact, the public I'm glad you brought that up because the whole public display of paying for your crimes, that went on for a long, long time. In fact, it was in the 1900s we were still having hangings, public hangings and
witch burnings.
right. And
witch hangings and burn hangings.
along the way, of course, the Romans got it all organized. So we can house and hang and jab and stab and behead more people efficiently.
Wow. Those
Well,
guys
didn't
were
the
good.
Romans though? They built the
were the
Colosseum.
best.
They turned it into a show. They said, "Hey, man, instead of
Made
like putting
sport
them
of
in
it.
prison forever, let's put them out there and see what the lions do or these gladiators do. And hey, if you win, maybe you get your freedom, or maybe you just get to fight another day."
Oh, that's
Think of what it will do for cotton candy sales. That's what they were thinking.
Oh my God!
wolf nipple chips. Get them while they're hot.
Big concession was all over having those people repeat. If you win, come back another time.
So it
yeah,
was.
how do you think that was
so I
introduced?
have a quick question, and I if
Sure.
this is jumping ahead, I'm please excuse me, but so when you talk about prisons now, it's like, well, a prison, you go away, that's where you've been sentenced to go. But and then if you're on death row or something like that, you're going to be sentenced to death row, and it could be years with appeals and these other things all these things
Sure,
before you
sure,
actually
yeah.
get put to death. Okay. But back in the old West or whatever, and I know there were prisons, but it seemed like, man, you were a cattle rustler and you've been caught, you're going to the jail. And on Tuesday, we're going to hang you. There is no going to prison. There is no.
He called me a hog wallop. Son, you're about to be hanged if he don't shoot you in the street right there.
What was the difference between in the early days of America? What made you go to prison versus just you're going to jail or you're going to the stockade or you're going to be in the blocks or whatever?
The whole idea of the modern prison of like housing a whole bunch of people at once is started in London, England. Hey, Jay, you may know something about this. I hear you lived there for a little bit.
Oh, did I mention that before? Yeah, I sure did. Yeah, London, home of the original prison. We're pretty proud of that.
Millbank Prison is what it's called. And it was in 1816. It could house 1,000 inmates.
Wow. Well, that's before most of the action in the Wild Wild West, isn't it? Like, how did the Britons have it going so early? And like, we were like, we have a sheriff's office with a single cell in it. Is that good enough?
For the drunks who got in the fight the night before.
Right.
Right.
So I do want to hear about Millbank if you have more to say about it. But when did it?
It's just kind of the linchpin.
Okay.
Or that first one, the pioneer of kind of mass. Here's how we can incarcerate a whole bunch of people all at once in one place.
Do we know the first one in the U.S.? Who got that going?
I don't know the first. I jumped into just kind of more now. Rikers alone has 10,000 people in it.
But Rikers is a jail, right?
There's prison cells there as well, I believe, is what it looked like, what I was reading. Like P. Diddy is at Rikers right now.
I'm already lost.
Anyway, L.A. County has the most in the U.S. As far as one prison system goes. That's 20,000 prisoners in California alone. But the largest prison population in the world, which country do you think it is?
Prison population.
France.
In the world. Australia.
USA. I like your answer, Australia, though. That's funny.
Yeah.
It's like the whole continent, right?
Right.
Because of the,
they're all criminals.
all because of the Britain in you.
Yeah.
Because of the emus.
And then, of course,
bloody criminals, every one of them. I should know. I send them. Yeah.
Largest prison population in the world is USA, and largest prison population in the USA is
Alabama.
Texas.
Texas. There
Texas.
you go. Everything's bigger in
Well,
Texas.
that's because we're the biggest. We're the biggest state.
biggest
Of course,
state.
we're gonna have the biggest number of criminals. That just stands to. That's just logic.
Congratulations.
That
And
is logic. That's
our,
mathematical.
Yeah.
our
That's
Very
reasonable,
reasonable.
Kyle Jones.
I apologize
You not study the
for
great
underestimating
philosophers?
our prowess.
Incredible. You think you know a prison?
Current prison population in the U.S. is 1.25 million. So, I did have a quick question for you. As far as public executions go, the last one in the U.S., which was, well, I'll let y'all, when do you think that was? The last public execution?
1959.
In the past.
Both? Well, no, John is correct.
Boo.
1936. 1936.
That was the last
later,
public execution. And what kind of execution was it? A hanging?
It was a hanging in what state?
Missouri. Oh,
Jay?
because that's the show me state. And I thought, show me a hanging.
Dodge City.
Oh, it
That's
was
not
in
a state,
Kentucky. That's all right. We can it's inferred.
Yeah. The
All
state's
right,
built in.
fair enough.
You think I can mention a city that doesn't have a state? Come on.
So that was the last public, like anyone could come and see. Like, hey, come on out, folks. Bring your bucket of fried chicken and a blanket. Have yourself a seat and enjoy the hanging.
Kentucky Fried Chicken, John.
You betcha, man.
I see what you did.
That's what the Colonel built his empire on, was hangings and chicken.
Get your 12-piece bucket and bring your rope.
Those execution audiences are going to come hungry. Somebody's got to
Tell
feed
you
them.
what, man, they're not
Might
going to
as well
feed
be me.
themselves. I mean, who wants to bring food? Just have it there for them. That was the birth of the concession stand.
Oh,
but it was a
we win every time.
Was it yay capitalism? Was it a hanging?
Yes. Asked and answered, John Swayze.
Yeah, I remember quite well.
The reason I bring it up is because before that,
Do you have any pictures? Do you have any video? Because I'd really like to see that video.
That was the last
He
hanging.
really
but,
is into that autoerotic asphyxiation stuff.
There is.
John Swayze.
Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Give me almost there. Almost there. Almost there. There were all kinds of like electrocution was a big way to kill people, and the gas chamber.
Old Sparky.
Yeah, but you can't.
Old
There's no
Sparky.
you can't have spectators so much for that.
Well, you do, just not to the public.
That's like
the
family.
victim's family
and
gets
stuff
to
like
come.
that.
Yeah. But like for
My
a
uncle-
public, if you're going to have a big crowd with Colonel Sanders there, like you can't very well do an execution. It's not going to.
Right.
Right. There's not enough food.
Unless
can't
that
feed
is
all those people.
also how they cook the chicken.
Oh, the genius.
Oh,
Electric fryer.
That's where the electric range came from.
just put a little helmets on the chickens as well. That's great.
You know,
Why is there,
but
why
only
is there
the bad
chicken
chickens.
attached to the chair?
Yeah,
What's that
and
all about?
also, why are we talking about this? I thought the topic was prison.
Yeah. Chicken prison.
I forgot what podcast.
No, that so that is just the brief history of kind of and the numbers of where we are right now with prisons and chicken executions. So as you know.
That's a brief history. If you turned in a report based on our history, you'd fail.
Don't do that.
It depends on the class.
At least you won't be accused of AI on that one.
You're welcome, America.
There was zero intelligence, whether artificial or not.
Indeed.
So, okay, this is a time to switch things. I'd like to pass the baton to either one of y'all if you have a little something you want to talk about.
I have something I just want to bring up about prisons.
Okay.
Because I remember when we talked about this topic, my first thought was, man, is this a broad topic? I mean, this is like infinity broad. There's so many things to talk about when it comes to prison. And one of the things that I really love is the movies about prisons.
Okay.
Is it too soon to talk about that?
No.
I don't think so, but I'd love to interject briefly because I suppose a few of us have specific prison movies that we'd like to discuss, which I think is well worthy of our time. But to ease into that topic, I'd like to ask, why are there so many prison movies?
Because I think prison is a big part of our lives because it's been with us since the beginning of our existence.
I like that theory. What occurred to me was because it's an unknown world to most of us. Like
it is intriguing.
Right. There's intrigue in it because it's an unknown world. Like the whole point of a movie is to take people into another world. And this is one that is something that not most of us have experienced. Like to your point, Kyle, about the prison numbers and the current number of U.S. citizens in prison. I did a little bit of digging on this as well. That any given time, just barely over 0.5% of the U.S. population is in prison, including federal, state prison, or county jail. So jail or prison, just 0.5% of the population. The percentage of U.S. citizens currently alive that have ever been in prison, either now or previously, is only approximately 3% of our population. So 97% of our population have no experience with prison. And so that topic, I think, as a source of entertainment would be like kind of titillating or tantalizing, like it's a taboo thing. It's a world we don't know. And I think that's why there's been such a proliferation, or why it's interesting to filmmakers, but also audiences too. Like, ooh, I don't know anything about that. Like, I wonder what happens.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I think you're right. I think Hollywood goes, dude, that is a 97% untapped market.
97%. Yeah.
I mean, you're not wrong, John Swayze.
And do you think and it's even more than that, because I imagine some people in that 3% of incarcerated people want to go, I want to see how accurate they really are.
Exactly. I believe you're right. I believe that's absolutely right. So it's like
now you're really at at
least 99% of the population wants to see this. But I think additionally, the dramatic potential of prison life, like the conflict, camaraderie, and personal transformation, makes for compelling storytelling that resonates. Because if you have conflict with a fellow prisoner, the just walk away or move away option is completely removed. So how are you going to settle that? Like, oh, get the popcorn and Colonel Sanders. Like, I'm in. I got to find out what happens next. What are they going to do?
You can't even move to another town.
So just one
Things
more
get hot.
One more semi introduction to the topic of movies. How many prison movies are set entirely within the prison environment? Like,
Ooh, that's
like
a
scene
great
opens,
question,
we're
Jay.
inside a prison.
Yeah, that closes in the
Prison,
that really
prison.
closes in the walls.
Right?
And
Is-
I
is
have
there-
a
is
Tiny
there one?
box.
I have an answer to that.
Go ahead. None.
Oh,
I don't know.
That is an answer. Because I
correct, John Swayze. You are correct.
Because you have to really, when you say how many movies are entirely in the prison, even movies that are entirely in the prison, there are scenes in the movie that are outside of the prison. So
that's my point. Like, it's got to be.
Yeah.
I don't know the answer either, but
I think it's minuscule. I think it would be minuscule.
I presume not. You've got to have some
I'm trying to
outside
think of
scenes
one.
to
I
show how
haven't-
your protagonist ended up in there, or some
Yeah,
outside scenes
exactly.
to establish a juxtaposition for how awful it is inside prison versus outside prison. But I'm curious because the idea of prison, the topic of prison, is such an interesting one for movies and TV and other forms of entertainment. Like, is it interesting enough that you could have a movie, maybe a play, maybe a two-person play is set entirely within prison, like Kiss of a Spider Woman. Like, all of the scenes that are outside of prison are the imagination of the dude.
Not About Nightingales is a movie set in a prison. It was written by Tennessee Williams. It was a long-lost play that disappeared and then emerged and was actually premiered with our good friends at the Alley Theater in Houston, Texas.
There you go. See?
But that takes place entirely in the prison. And then you also have prison movies. There are different types of prisons. So, and I want to get into this because I want to ask you all some questions. So let me back it up and just say this. Give me your top 10 prison movies. Rapid
Good
fire.
Lord, John
What
Swayze.
in the world?
We'll be here all night.
No. I'm
you need to make
not
a
asking you
smaller
to
number.
discuss them. I'm not asking you to discuss them. I'm just saying, do you have?
I know what you're asking. We're not prepared for that either.
Yeah,
Give me five.
Okay.
Give me five. Give me your top five.
Shawshank
Kyle.
Redemption. Shawshank. Cool Hand Luke. Stir Crazy. Bad Boys. That's juvie, but not the Bad Boys.
That's
with
a good
Was
one.
that Sean Penn?
Sean Penn,
Yeah,
Bad
yeah,
Boys.
yeah.
Great movie. Great movie.
That'll do.
How many was that?
That's three.
Anyway.
No, four. That's four. That's four.
Four. Oh, I'm stopping there. Jay.
Oh, thank you. I
Jake,
can add
what are yours?
I can add The Rock, which is tangentially a prison film. A lot of it does take place inside a prison, even though it's not about prison life. Innocent Man with Tom Selleck. Ever seen that one?
Oh,
No.
no.
I love it because it's terrible. It's awful.
Oh.
We can get into it later. Shawshank is probably my favorite of the genre. And I'm sure there are plenty others as soon as you mention them.
Oh, brother,
yeah,
where
I
art
love
thou?
that.
Okay, sure.
Which one?
Oh, brother, where art thou? But of course, they're
But that's not really a
it.
prison movie.
I know.
I mean, it's, you know.
I'm sorry, but they're dressed like it.
Any more, Jay?
That's
that
all I
it?
got for now. Like
Okay.
I said,
Well,
I guarantee there will be.
So for me, Shawshank is at the top, and I think arguably that's probably the best prison movie made. I think everyone would agree. That's one of those movies that no matter where you are and you come home, no matter what time of the day or night, you flip on the TV and Shawshank is on. You're like, okay, I'm just going to do this. I don't care
Yeah,
where
no
it is.
que- no
I'll
question.
hang out with this for a while.
I'm gonna write it out. You know,
Canceling all other plans.
right. For me, Cool Hand Luke, Kyle, I'm definitely right there with you. Bad Boys, The Green Mile,
Oh
yeah.
absolutely,
really good one.
amazing.
And then this one, which was a remake, The Longest Yard,
Oh,
which was
right.
originally with Burt Reynolds and then later with Adam Sandler.
Yeah, for
Stir
sure.
Crazy
Which one
is a
had
good
Kevin
one.
Bacon? Remember when Kevin Bacon was on death row in the movie?
What?
I don't.
Yeah.
That was Footloose.
It was,
He was-
probably after Footloose trying to get out of that. Y'all talk, I'll figure it out.
He was caught. Yeah, he was caught
One of
dancing
my
and sent
favorites,
immediately
the Burt Lancaster movie Birdman of Alcatraz, which is a true story. But I would say one of my favorite, and this is actually going to launch me into a little bit. This is what I wanted to talk about. Was one of my favorite prison movies is a movie from the 1970s starring Dustin Hoffman.
The Great Escape with Steve McQueen.
Oh, I
No,
love
damn it!
it.
Oh, sorry.
That was the 1960s, and that is a great movie. That is a
great
fabulous
movie.
It's one of my favorites. No, I was going to
Love
say
it.
Papillon with Dustin Hoffman and also from The Great Escape, Steve McQueen. About
Like Steve McQueen.
a Frenchman,
That was Sheryl Crow, everybody.
Henri. I'm not sure I'm going to get this. Henri Charrière. He was originally was convicted of killing a man and was wrongly convicted. But before that happened, and he was sent to numerous prisons in France or that were owned by France around the world. Kind of like the Australia thing, they didn't want to put them in prisons in France. They sent them around like, let's send them over to this place, and French Guiana was one of them where he was sent, and which is I just find fascinating, kind of like with Australia. It's like we don't want our prisoners here. We've discovered a new world. Let's send them over there. It's amazing America didn't become. Maybe that's why we've got so many incarcerated people. We actually are the Australia and French Guiana of the New World.
I like that. That's a nice way of thinking of it. Yeah. Oh, that's really
what we
sweet.
are.
Arms wide open.
That's right. Give us your hungry, your convicted.
So the movie with Kevin Bacon as a guy on death row is called Murder in the First, 1995, with Christian Slater and Gary Oldman.
Wow, what a cast.
Gary Oldman. You got to love
was
Gary
good.
Oldman.
And I do want
he
to
was
hear
great.
more about Papillon, but I did remember two that are tops of my list. Count of Monte Cristo with Jim Caviezel and Guy Pearce.
Yes.
And
Great
Con
movie.
Air, of course.
Ah,
Well, what are
It's
you going
not-
to do? I'm going to save the fucking day. Yeah.
to me,
Well, see, but to me, those are movies that don't really take.
The
they
prison
have
is an
prison
airplane.
involved, but they're not about prison. They get out
The
of
movie doesn't happen without prison, bro. It's a prison movie.
All right, fine,
Thank you.
fair enough. Fair
don't
enough.
put him in a
grief.
box, John
I'm
Swayze.
not. I hear you, man. I hear
Living
you.
in a box.
Yeah.
It's a put all.
By the way, Penal. I just wanted to say Penal.
Oh, yeah. That reminds me, you are an enormous penile implant.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
It's great.
But yes, getting back to Papillon.
Let's please.
Oh,
Also,
Penal Papillon.
It takes place on the island known as Devil's Island.
Ooh.
Devil's Island was a part of a group of islands called the Salvation Islands off the coast of Guyana, and it was a penal colony.
Yeah, there you go.
It's our favorite kind of colony.
Ding, ding, ding. Everybody drink.
It was actually called. It was the penal colony. Kyle, I want to see what you do with this. It was the penal colony of Cayenne.
Oh, no. You got to be so careful. You have to wash your hands multiple times.
Wow.
As in peppers, yeah.
That is dangerous.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
This was basically in the 1850s that France deported their worst criminals over there. And
Really?
that's where they hung
couldn't
out.
get them all the way
Which is-
down to Australia.
No. Why would you? Why would you? Hey, there's an island here, fellas. Why do we got to go all the way over there? Which I just think is funny because it's like, we're going to sentence you to an island in the Caribbean with beaches.
But you will build surfboards and stand upon them as the waves roll in.
Yeah, man. Send me to
There are
Guantanamo
margaritas
any day.
and pina coladas afoot. You will be
Well,
forced to
it's
drink
like
these.
the criminals in the who lived on the Rock in San Francisco. You know, at Alcatraz, they complained about how much lobster they had to eat.
Right. Oh, geez. First world problems, these criminals.
That was considered a trash fish for a long time.
Yeah.
By the Jews.
Hey,
Whoa.
Easy.
whoa.
Easy.
that went.
No,
ooh,
different
that came,
cell
you came
block.
in hard with that. Jeez Louise.
Hey, dude, I'm just saying Jewish people do not eat crustaceans. They don't eat the shellfish. It wasn't, side note, but that wasn't,
Side note.
the Jewish people, side note, I'm
going to be super inflammatory. 1 second.
Yeah, hang on. Let me just go anti-Semitic on you real quick if I can.
Hang on, let me get you a shovel.
And now
Yeah.
it's time for John Swayze, a moment for the Jews. John.
The lobster was made popular in New York when some lady said, "Hey, you should try this with melted butter."
Butter,
Right.
yeah. That was the torture was lobster no butter.
Yeah, exactly.
that would
Exactly.
be terrible.
But anyway, back to Papillon.
How many times are we going to hear that? New drinking game. Back to Papillon.
Back to
every time you hear Papillon,
I think we've
drink.
said that more than penal.
By the way, papillon is the French word for butterfly, correct? And that's relevant because they are breaking free or they're
because
sprouting wings.
butter
and-
was used to make lobster better. I think we just covered that. Yeah.
French cooking, they know.
French
they know what they're
French filmmakers are the best.
One of the things, there was an experiment they did just on Devil's Island. This is not in the movie Papillon, but
You
they
just
did
said
it on
back to
Devil's Island.
Papillon.
Well, it's because it's Devil's Island, and I'm talking about Devil's Island. I'm jumping around here.
I'm losing the story. I don't know where I am anymore. It's like the Bermuda Triangle.
Mission accomplished. In the 1800s, Devil's Island, they brought in 15 prostitutes to encourage the prisoners to live a dignified life and start a family.
What?
You see, because Devil's Island was a prison, as you would know this if you
A
watched
prison
the movie
of
Papillon.
the mind.
It was a place they just kind of dumped you and then said, all right, look, and kind of like with Australia, it's like, look, you're a prisoner, just live here. Good luck. We've all made those jokes about, what we should do is just take South Dakota and turn it into a giant prison.
No. I'm going to add another movie to my list, Escape from New York. That's exactly what they did. They made Manhattan Island the big giant prison for the whole
Yes,
country.
that's right. They sure did, Kyle. They made it just
And
New York
they just
City
drop
is
them
a
off and
prison.
say, "Good luck surviving here, losers."
So the point of Devil's Island was not so much punishment as just get rid of these people. Just send them
I
somewhere
think
they
so,
won't bother
yeah.
us.
I mean, now, but the problem is they did have prison guards and they did have people there that were ruthless. There was absolutely no oversight. There was no, now let's make sure we treat these gentlemen with the proper dignity they deserve and all this. It was a free for all. But you could kind of live your life and just keep to yourself and live on a tropical island and just, I'm removed from civilization, but I'm here in a tropical paradise.
But so when I was talking about kind of the growth of imprisoning people from the Mesopotamians on, one thing that came up during that is that it wasn't until Plato when he came up with the idea of using punishment as reform rather than retribution.
Plato was Mesopotamian?
He was not.
Mm-hmm.
In between Mesopotamia and now.
Oh,
this
I see
fella
what you're saying.
Plato. His buddy Socrates.
Yeah. He's so
But
great.
no, that was a
guy's
whole
so
new
great.
idea of like, let's punish people to make them not shitty anymore.
It's like, hey, let's put them in a damp, cramped cell with no toilet and no anything. And you know what? I bet they turn their lives around.
They'll come out better, way better. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, just look at me.
Let's send them 15 prostitutes, and then I think they'll be better.
Well, as it turns out, there was a problem because all of the men developed syphilis.
Wait, that didn't work?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. The prostitute experiment of Devil's Island failed. Syphilis raged epidemically on the island. It was crazy. It was bad.
Well, did they all die? Did they all die of syphilis?
I think that's actually how Steve McQueen died from syphilis from doing that movie.
From hooker
I'm not sure.
syphilis?
I haven't really done
Well,
my
that's the
research
very worst
on that,
kind.
but I think he died from
Is
syphilis.
there any other kind?
Yeah, and I think Dustin Hoffman has syphilis, but has not
Revealed it? You're hearing it tonight for the first time?
That's right,
Wow.
folks. Dustin Hoffman has syphilis. He got on Devil's Island from having sex with a prostitute and Steve McQueen.
Wow.
Okay,
Wow.
I'm out.
Can we talk
great.
about
Good night.
public hangings again?
I think
Something more
I'm going to be
tasteful.
the next one up on the block. But anyway, it is a good movie. It is I encourage you to see it if you haven't. But to your point, though, earlier, Jay, why do we have so many movies about this? And I would also say, why are there so many songs about prison?
Oh, snap. Are you trying to segue to songs now?
What?
See what I did there?
No, I'm bewildered.
Well, that's
by
what
what's
I
happening.
segued into songs. Yes, I tried to. I don't know if
That's
it's going
pretty
to work
smooth.
or not.
No one noticed.
Spirit.
Seamless.
Boy.
With
I'm
grace,
doing my
like a
best,
ballerina of words you are.
I think I can offer something here that will be helpful, which is a topic that discusses both movies and songs almost at the same time. There is oh, good Lord, related to prison. Related to prison is the chain gang. You're certainly familiar, the chain gang. Basically, a group of prisoners chained together, literally, to perform menial labor or physically challenging work as a form of punishment, extra punishment to being in prison.
Pretenders.
And the source of a fairly famous song, but it also was.
Hey, working on the chain gang. Is that what you're thinking of?
That's wow. That's what is that one? That's different than the one I was about to bring up.
It was the Pretenders.
No, I'm joking. Sam Cooke actually
Sam
originated.
Cooke.
Chain
Thank
Ga-
you. Thank
Chain
you,
Gang.
Jay. Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you for Sam
1960.
cooking me.
It's a
Working on the chain gang.
But
First he was up on the roof. Now he's on the chain gang.
There you go. The topic
wow.
of the chain gang also comes up fairly famously in Shawshank Redemption when the boys have to go tar the roof of the license plate factory, and Andy Dufresne gets beers for the boys and becomes a legend.
Also, Jay, just to point out, in Cool Hand Luke, when they're putting sand on the
They're
road,
slamming his
doing the chain gang on the road and putting the tar is going down and they're putting sand over the road, and Cool Hand Luke goes, "Come on, let's do it!" And he gets the whole thing and he gets it all done, and they're done with hours to spare, and now there's nothing left to do but relax.
Wow.
And who had their shackles hit with the hammer? They're working on the railroad. And he tells the guy next to him to start hitting his shackle instead of the side of the rail to bend the shackle so he can
That's
get
Cool
out
Hand
and run
Luke.
away.
That's Cool Hand Luke.
Cool.
Yeah.
So the system of the chain gang was notably used in convict era Australia, which is the entire history of Australia, and the southern United States. By
The emus.
By 1955, it had
They're all
largely
nine
been
breaks.
phased out in the U.S., but there have been some resurgences regionally and sporadically since then. Sam Cooke allegedly was on tour, like on a bus tour in the 50s, and encountered a chain gang, and that inspired him to write this hit song. It was his second biggest hit, and there's a terrific moment. You know the chorus, of course. John Swayze sang it for us earlier, but there's all the verses who are like blah 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 ba da ba da ba 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 ba. Between the
Sam Cooke,
choruses.
everyone.
Thank
I don't
you.
remember
This is my
singing
Sam-
that, Jay.
And so there's this great line kind of halfway through, like the second verse, where Sam Cooke is like, "You hear them moaning their lives away, but then you hear somebody say, that's the sound of the man working on the chain." So I'm imagining that helpful person who is like, I'm outside, I'm watching a chain gang, I'm hearing them complaining about their terrible life. And then somebody next to me is like, hey, you know what that sound is that you're hearing? It's the sound of the chain gang. I'm like, oh, thanks. Is that what that sound was?
Yeah, it's almost like, hey, I hear somebody in misery. Oh, no. That's the
just
sound
the
of
sound
the
of
chain
the men
gang.
working on the chain
They're
gang.
fine. They know what they're doing. By
Like
golly.
music to my ears.
Oh, yeah.
So I can go two directions from this because of Chain Gang. We can talk about Shawshank or more songs. I do have a couple other Shawshank.
I have a
things to
couple of
mention.
songs, too. I want to.
Then let's go songs.
Let's
Go
stick
ahead.
with songs. Yeah.
We can easily circle back.
Pass the baton. John, give us a song.
Okay, well, there's Chain Gang. One of my favorite songs. Oh, shit. Real
Excellent.
quick. Circling
Wow.
back.
Incredible.
Circling back to movies. One of my favorite movies, Midnight Express. Sorry.
Wait,
Takes place in a Turkish prison, which is also referenced in what movie, Kyle Jones?
Yeah, Airplane.
Yeah.
Ah, my goodness,
prison.
Scraps is a boy dog.
Anyway, but back to songs.
it's also referenced in Conversations with 3 Speed. By the way,
yeah.
I thought it fair to point it out. I'm just
I'm
saying.
glad you did.
Well done.
You're
Jay.
But
not.
some
He's not
really
glad.
good songs. Steve Earle wrote a song called Ellis Unit 1, which is about death row in Huntsville, Texas. It's a great song. Mama Tried with Merle Haggard. One of my favorite songs.
You never
Shall
even
Be
call me by
Released.
my name? Oh.
No. I Shall Be Released by Bob Dylan and the band. It's a beautiful song. I Shall Be Released. And then, of course, we live in Houston, where one of the most famous prisons in Sugar Land is, and there's a railroad track that goes by there that's still in existence, still running
right.
today.
I remember
That
this.
I believe it was Leadbelly wrote a song called Midnight Special, which was made
Yeah.
popular by our friends at Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Sort
It's
of.
about the train. It's about that train that went through Sugarland. And but my favorite prison song of all
Okay.
is by my old friend and yours, Johnny Cash, Folsom Prison Blues.
Oh yeah. Now we've
Folsom
discussed
Prison Blues.
we've discussed this song before.
The stupidest prison song I think ever written.
Oh, I disagree. We'll get to it.
Oh, he has a stupider one. You don't disagree that it's stupid, just not the stupidest ever.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's talk
here's
about why
why I
Folsom
think
Prison
it's
Blues is stupid. Because we have addressed this
I
before
will.
on a previous
I will.
episode called "Crapping on the Classics." Yeah, go ahead, jump in.
So
Crap on this
Folsom
classic.
Folsom Prison Blues. It was a song that performed by Johnny Cash at Folsom Prison. Folsom Prison was an effort to sort of rebrand Johnny Cash. I mean, this is his own rebranding.
So was the song written for that concert, or did he already have the song? He's like, you know what I should do? I got the song about Folsom Prison. Why don't I arrange a concert over there?
Let me look up on AI and find out. I don't know.
Thank you.
I do know this, that Johnny Cash performed at Folsom Prison in an effort to sort of rebrand himself as a bad guy, I'm an outlaw,
A
Like,
mamma jamma, perhaps?
That's when he went to the black outfits and the whole thing about the man in black. And but if you just listen, if you listen to the words, it's like, I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. Now he's in Folsom
Cold-blooded.
Prison, and it's on the way to San Antone. I mean, there's just there's no do the geography. There's just none of that makes sense.
Yeah. And
I mean, come on,
This
Johnny.
is
even if he had the geography right, which he clearly doesn't, it's jurisdictionally nonsensical. Like Reno is in Nevada, Folsom Prison is in California on the outskirts of Sacramento. You would not be put in prison in California when the crime you committed
unless
was
it
in
was
Nevada.
yeah, that's a waste of tax
Maybe if
dollars.
it's a
moving
federal
around all
crime,
over
but
the place.
I'm like, no, this is that's not. I don't.
This is
buy
why
it
they
at all.
privatized prisons, because of moves like that.
I shot a U.S. senator in Reno making a federal crime, and the nearest federal prison happened to be in California. I fixed it.
Yeah, and that's what that's what should have been the lyrics, but it wasn't. And so,
trying
that's
to
why
help.
that song doesn't work for me. But it is a great song. It's a song I love to sing and play.
Yeah.
And
I've
That's
seen
why that
you
song.
sing,
Johnny.
That's why that song doesn't work for me, but also my favorite go-to karaoke song.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
And
like
that's
to
why
watch
I sing it
John
all the
Swayze
goddamn
sing it.
time.
And it's what I also love it when you listen to the when you listen to the recordings of it. What I really love is
The guitar
Johnny
solo.
Cash said, I'm gonna go do a song in prison, and I'm gonna show that these guys they need something. They need a little of us, let's get them back. And it's like, I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die, and the crowd goes, yeah,
Yeah,
what the fuck
dead
is that? Hell yeah!
They're
So-
just excited about the idea of going to Reno because they're in California and they'll never leave California.
Well, they wanted to gamble. They wanted to gamble, I guess. I don't
Big
know.
gamblers. The
Which,
Folsom guys.
like
Those Folsom guys
I
are
mean,
crazy.
we didn't hear anything about this guy that he killed.
Yeah. What about his family?
What's his story?
Yeah.
Right.
And just, I mean, really, you shot a man just to see what it was like to see somebody die? That's got to be the cruelest of the cruelest. That is like, no, why were you not publicly executed like days later in the town square?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Instead, he's living in the Caribbean.
And he's going to escape one day
Resort
on
Island eating
a
lobster.
raft made of coconuts. Anyway, watch Papillon. It's a great movie.
Thank you. That's great.
You see how I did
God,
that?
that was the end. Was that the end of our Papillon segment?
That's how I wrapped up Papillon
Wow.
too.
Are we
Episode
finally
1,
done?
Papillon.
Yeah.
All right, time for a break. I'm going to see how much pizza I can cram in my face in 2 minutes. BRB.
Alone again on a Saturday night? Well, you don't have to be, because there is a place where you're always welcome. Just outside of LaGrange rests the comfy, cozy confines of the destination for weary, lonely souls just like yourself. It's the Chicken Ranch. Come, let Madam Jessie Williams and her stable of lovely ladies make you feel like the most important John in the whole state. From Swedish and Oriental massage to reverse cowboy and butt stuff, the seasoned staff of the Chicken Ranch are well-trained, road-tested, and hosed off for your pleasure. That's the Chicken Ranch, just off Rocky Creek Road and Highway 71, just behind the actual Chicken Ranch. The Chicken Ranch. Bring your pecker.
Okay, we are back. Has anyone seen my coaster?
Jay, did you have another song or two?
I think the song I next want to discuss is a song that you also want to discuss, which you teed up as the stupidest prison song ever.
Well, yeah,
I think there's a
Footloose.
there's a decent chance this is the same song. You say
Okay.
it first.
Jailhouse Rock.
Yeah, nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me tee off this one if I may.
I mean, Elvis, great,
One for
King of
the county, prison bells there they began away. The hour better jumping night they began to swing. You should have heard the Locktail Chamber sing, that's right. So to start off, a warden threw a party in the county jail. Let's unpack
happens all
that.
the time.
Let's unpack that for a second.
Oh, yeah.
The average incarceration time at a county jail is 32 days. Who is this jumping prison band that has gotten together in 32 days to work up a repertoire that is, quote, jumping?
And how
A well-established
often does
band that the warden can count on to
Are
play
they
the
back?
party?
Right? Do they all commit crimes kind of simultaneously?
Just to keep
so
coming
they can
back
all-
to the county jail?
Yeah.
Or does
Yeah,
the
we got to
warden
rehearse,
ask them?
guys. Somebody go rob that convenience store.
Does the warden solicit them like, guys, can you go knock off a coffee shop to get back
planning a
here?
concert
I
next
got a party
Thursday."
coming up. You know the annual party I do. Would you guys
It's going to be jumping this year.
you guys?
Well, and is the prisoner just going, "Hey, guard, come here"? Do you know what?
Oh,
you know any
don't
you know
worry.
any
The
drummers?
guards are going to show up in the.
I need a drummer. I need a drummer, a bass player, and a guitar player stat.
Yeah.
How you
The
gonna
wa-
help me? You got it?
No, the warden asked the guards to go poll all the prisoners. Like, what do you play? What instrument? Instrument. Yep. Okay. We're getting
Play
a
me a
band
little
together. The
something.
warden's
Play me
having a
something.
party.
Play me a little something here.
I question that the band was, quote, jumping. Perhaps he could have found enough musicians and rented instruments for them to bring them in for the party. They certainly wouldn't have their own. But I
Yeah,
doubt the
I don't
band.
know.
I doubt the band was, quote, jumping. And that's my main problem with the song.
First
Kyle,
of all,
go ahead.
no prisoner has a guitar because he might hang himself with the strings.
Oh, yeah.
You
Stand-up
can't
bass,
have a
too.
shoelace. You can't have shoelaces. But here, have a guitar.
Yeah.
These are different times.
A stand-up bass is even more dangerous. Those are longer strings.
Longer strings. Thank you.
You can't do that. Any jumping band has a stand-up bass, so how is this possible? None of this makes any sense. But I do want to say the reason we even know this song is because it was the title track of one of Elvis's many, many movies. He did a movie in 1957 called Jailhouse Rock, and the plot is completely ludicrous. Like if the song doesn't make sense, the plot of this film makes even less sense. I can get into it later if you want, but the whole thing's completely ridiculous. But Kyle Jones, I toss to you here.
So here we have a party thrown by the warden, which is absurd. And we're singing. The jailbirds are singing. Everybody in the whole cell block was dancing to the Jailhouse Rock.
You should have heard those locked out jailbirds sing.
Murderers. You got Spider Murphy.
They weren't just singing; they were dancing,
singing and dancing in prison. Okay. Mm-hmm. And you've got a tenor sax, Spider Murphy, Little Joe blowing on the slide trombone.
You've got a tenor sax, but you also have a sad sax. He shows up in the fourth verse. We'll get to him later.
Sad trombone.
Well done, sir.
So the drummer, there's a drummer from Illinois, and they've got a rhythm section. That's a gang.
Was it the Purple Gang?
The Purple Gang.
The well-known
entire rhythm
Purple
section.
Gang.
The very
Purple
well-known
Gang was the rhythm section?
The very well-known Purple Gang was the rhythm section. Yeah.
The drummer boy from Illinois went crash, boom, bang. The whole rhythm section was a Purple Gang. Come on, John Swayze. Get with the times.
Okay, well, you know what? If I listened to the song, I'd know it. But
hey, John Swayze, can you turn the term Purple Gang into some sort of racist comment or inflammatory?
Oh, yeah.
Like, if anyone could do it, it's you. You're on fire tonight.
You betcha. You betcha, man. Yeah.
No, I got one. No, but I will say,
Kyle, you've got a racist comment. What?
Well, no, offensive.
I'll take
good.
Not necessarily race. It's not involved in race. Okay. But it's also a compliment. I like how progressive they were because it gets homoerotic really fast. Number 47 said to number 3, "You're the cutest jailbird I ever did see. I sure would be delighted with your company. Come on and do the Jailhouse Rock with me." Mm-hmm. It's a love story, guys. It's a prison love story. I salute that.
Yeah, it gives me a warm feeling. I'm man.
Jelly? I would use warming gel.
I don't want to use that.
But nonetheless, if you can't find a partner in this whole mess of people,
please do the whole verse if you would of that one. This is the one about sad sack.
Yeah,
which is sad sack was sitting on a block of stone, way over in the corner, weeping all alone. The warden said, "Hey, buddy, don't you be no square. You can't find a pot to use a wooden chair."
That's gross.
That's gross.
If you can't, did you just say if you can't find a potty, use a wooden chair?
A partner.
Oh, a partner.
Yeah.
And
everyone else knows what we're talking about. But yeah, to Kyle's point, since this is actually a love song, and we're not talking about dancing anymore, we're not talking about the warden's party.
Right.
We're talking about
the narrative.
We're talking about getting together intimately, and if you need to, use a wooden chair to accomplish that goal.
Yeah.
That's the warden's advice.
Yeah, I guess the leg of the chair
on the night of his big charty.
Man, I don't understand because in the 1950s...
No one understands anything about it. That's the great...
In the 1950s, there was no homosexuality.
Have you listened to this song? That sounds like there was a lot of homosexuality.
Yeah. No, that's
what's confusing.
In America, in the 1950s, there was no gay.
Oh, no. I see what you're doing. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand why they're talking about it because it didn't exist.
No. Never.
That's just weird. I'm very confused.
By the way,
but anyway, the song is ludicrous. What's next? What do we got?
Oh no, I wanted to put a button on Jailhouse Rock, which is at the very end of the song. There's a fellow named Shifty Henry, and there's another.
That's right. Yeah,
there's another prisoner named Bugs, and Shifty Henry says, "Hey, Bugs, we've been talking about escaping this prison for a long, long time. Like now seems like a good time because everyone's distracted." And Bugs
everyone's dancing and fucking apparently.
Yeah, Bugs says, "No, not tonight."
No.
Like,
I'm gonna stick around.
I'm about to be sodomized by a wooden chair. Like, why would I leave now? Are you insane?
Well, I think what you don't know is Bugs actually turns around to say that to what's
Shifty
his
Henry.
name? He's getting.
No, he turned around
Shifty's
all right.
giving it to him in the ass. So yeah,
I want to stick
leave
around
now?
while I get my kicks.
I'm having a great time. It's not like I got shipped to fucking Devil's Island where I can be in the Caribbean.
Right. You
No
got to
crying out
take your
loud.
good times while you can get them.
You damn
so
right.
speaking of parties and dancing in prison, I did want to mention, I'm not kidding around.
I'm having a reunion.
I did want to mention the Philippines prison that did the Michael Jackson Thriller dance.
Oh, right. I remember
Like,
that. It was an online
epic.
sensation.
It was the biggest viral video.
Wait.
All right,
wait.
okay, take your time.
Swayze's never
back
seen
the
this.
boat up.
All right,
Back
it's
the
okay.
boat up here. What
It's
are you talking
okay.
about?
All right.
I don't know.
The year was 2007. We had all gotten YouTube for the first time, and one of the biggest videos on YouTube and Facebook was this viral video that came from a Philippine prison. It's called Cebu, by the way. This is the name of the maximum security prison in the Philippines.
Cebu.
CEBU. It's the Provincial Detention and Rehabilitation Center in the Philippines. And it shows the entire prison population. It looks like
It's a lot of people.
500 men in orange jumpsuits, all doing Michael Jackson's Thriller dance in perfect unison. It is
super sharp.
It is perfect.
And you've got a couple of people acting out kind of a scene in front of the group.
There was a casting director, so everyone was taught the dance and performed it flawlessly. And then the casting director was watching some rehearsals. Like, you will be Michael Jackson. You will be Michael Jackson's girlfriend. You will be the Zombie 1, Zombie 2, Zombie 3, Zombie 4. So there was a little vignette within the mass of dancers. And I am amazed you don't know what this is, John Swayze. You could not escape it.
Well, hang on a second,
2007.
JJ, I want you to take a second and look at John.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never mind. Anyway, John, there was this thing in 2007.
What does that mean? I'm in a log cabin. I have a Grateful Dead shirt on. What's going on here? What the
Let's
hell's
say
happening?
yes. Let's say yes. John's in a log cabin. Let's just
Get back in your jalopy. I would love to
Cheers,
know.
gentlemen.
Actually, I wouldn't love to know, but
You would.
What do you got to do to get into the Philippine prison? What are their?
Well,
I want to. What are some of these crimes
I can answer that question.
still punishable by Thriller?
But because you asked the question because the Philippines is much like Australia, where everyone's a criminal, or the Philippines is perfect and zero.
John will
crimes?
tell us. John, what do you think about the
No.
Philippines?
Listen. First of all, if you don't have shoes, you can't get in. That was an Imelda Marcos joke. I'm sorry, it was bad.
Oh wow! Ooh, rough.
Those are hot these days.
Imelda Marcos.
Imelda
shoes.
Marcos joke.
They're really.
Man, she's really hot. I shall return.
If you want to warm up your crowd, a couple of Imelda Marcos jokes.
Yeah, man. Let me tell you, man. Some MacArthur Imelda Marcos jokes. You're gonna have them. In
How's your Robin Leach impression? That kills these days too.
Yeah.
Champagne wishes and caviar dreams.
Our dreams. Only the rich could be here today. My favorite memory of the Philippines is I remember, Jay, I was there with Bob Odenkirk.
Whoa. Nobody remembers the Philippines.
Buddy, you do not
that was
visit the
just- that
Philippines
was just
without
for
Bob
Jay.
Odenkirk.
That was just for Jay.
There's no point in going without Bob Odenkirk. Like, it's a wasted trip without him there.
Why would you even bother to go to the Philippines without Bob Odenkirk?
You would not, sir. You would not.
No, you would not. It's
as well
It's
known.
a fool's game. It's a fool's game. No. But one of my favorite movies was shot in the Philippines. Apocalypse Now.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway,
one of my that is
One of
probably
these
my
days,
number.
this war will
one
be
movie.
over. But I was interested. My question for Kyle about why is it we want to know what the crimes were of these Philippines prisoners, because I was curious when I was looking up incarceration statistics in the United States of America. I was like,
Yeah.
what state has the highest? What state has the lowest? And my first thought for lowest was like probably Hawaii, because it's an island and like you can't drive cross country to escape. You can't drive.
And it's paradise.
It's
What
already
problems
paradise.
could you
what
freaking
yeah,
have?
what problem could you have? But if you commit a crime, you can't like drive down across the border. You're kind of trapped. So it's like better not to risk it.
So were you right, or is it like Ida, North Dakota or something where there's barely any people?
Good question. I did a Google search for statistics of Hawaii versus Alabama. And indeed, Alabama has a far higher crime rate than Hawaii. I did not look up which states have the highest.
Poverty is their GDP.
Yeah, and a border, southern border is not so far away. So it's like, maybe give it a try. But I was curious, the Philippines is also an island. Like, maybe that would be a place where you'd be like, I don't know if I oughta. Like, my daughter is starving. I would like to steal this loaf of bread, but I don't know.
Well, I did. My best friend growing up, Brad Flores,
Jay?
a great friend of mine.
Yes.
He was. This is John not listening to my story. Go ahead, John.
No, but I have a point to
That's
make.
Jay.
when you're done with
Whatever
that
John
story.
has to say.
I have a point
Did
to
you
make.
mean to text this during my story?
John has something to say about Brad Flores. Go ahead, John.
Okay.
No. I don't have anything to say
Tell
about
us-
Brad Flores.
Filipinos. What about Filipinos?
I was gonna say that had you compared Filipinos to Alabama,
Yeah.
you would find that
I wasn't forward thinking enough to do that.
Maine,
You're right.
Maine has the lowest crime rate of any state.
Yes.
Oh, Can't go outside most of the year. I get it.
Right.
Well,
Just
can't-
actually,
I really want to
go
kill
out-
my
they can-
neighbor, but I ain't going out in that
dude,
mess.
they can go outside far more, I think, than fucking South and North Dakota can. I mean, this is, dude. Like I said, as we're recording, folks, we are recording this as we always do. We're in remote portions of the country.
That's not
and
always
I am
true.
in Nebraska right now, and it is 3 degrees outside. It is. There's
Wow.
no one's going to commit a crime out here.
Yeah. I would like to go
fucking cold.
shoplift a 6-pack of beer, but also I would like to be in my basement next to the furnace. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the furnace. I think
Yeah, the furnace
the
wins.
night in the basement's going to win out. Okay. You got me.
It's been one more day since our last murder.
Do they have that? Like, how many days since murder? 265.
A giant chalkboard in Maine.
Yeah.
Damn
so
it,
good.
Tim.
And in
Ruined our
today's news,
streak.
we've gone another day without a murder. Welcome done. Well done, Maine.
Kyle Jones, we've had a jolly time talking about the Philippines and Maine, and we haven't gotten into the dense kind of prison experience. And I
Right.
know you had prepared a few things, and it seems
Yes.
appropriate that we would discuss some of them.
Right. And maybe we'll close out our part one with a section here about, let's say, give me a crime that puts you in prison. Throw some
Murder.
out. Murder.
Can I? I can't top that. Like, do you want lots of crimes, or is one?
I was hoping. I thought.
I mean, do I have to say them all, Jay?
I didn't know. He said name a crime, and you named the best one right away.
I just thought,
like,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Okay. Who did you murder, John?
I'm on my A game right now.
He didn't say name every single crime that might land you in prison. He said name a crime, and you did, and you were great. Like, how do I top that? Go ahead with murder. Yeah, terrific.
Right. So
wonderful. Cheating on
murder.
bingo.
Yes.
I don't know.
Let's go with murder. What's wrong with murder?
Okay. So, all right. So, John, you have cheated at bingo. All right.
John, we talked about
what the
this.
Hell? Wait a minute. What happened to murder? I drowned how did I go down to a misdemeanor?
Oh, well, you cheated. They called you out on it, and you murdered the bingo call.
Yes. Now we're talking.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Yes. Good.
B7, my ass.
Good.
Yes. All right. Yes.
And so, what I'm going to do to finish off this episode is, what do you expect when you're going to prison? You know, what is that process?
I've murdered the bingo caller.
You murdered the bingo caller.
And I've been convicted.
Right. You've been accused. You've been to trial. You've been found guilty of murdering the bingo caller. And they slam down the gavel and send you on your way.
I know exactly what happens here. On the prison transfer bus, you arrange for the bus to stall out on a railroad track, and then the train comes and knocks the bus off the railroad track and snaps it in half, and your shackles fall off, and you escape and run down a riverbed.
No. I'm shackled to another prisoner.
Oh, yeah.
And we escape together, but we're shackled together.
Yeah. Better.
I'm a white man. He's a black man.
Do you do the jailhouse rock?
Not yet.
No.
Not yet.
Oh. We run together as fugitives, but
is your pal mortally wounded by any chance?
We don't know how we're going to get along because we're of different races.
And what was his grandmother the bingo caller?
Oh, you're getting way off track here, Kyle. John's on a roll.
Vietnamese.
I
want to see her. I want to hear how this story ends.
I was adding wrinkles to the story. Some layers.
Too wrinkly.
I'm wrinkling. Yeah. So
wrinkling, right. No.
Okay. Yeah. So we escape, but we're in tangent together. We're
in tandem.
In tandem, tangent, whatever. I don't care.
Yeah.
Pick a word.
This is like when frat boys tie their weenies together and run down the football field.
Kind of like that, yeah. Except
not entirely dissimilar, yeah, but also very different.
It's just our hands, and they're in handcuffs.
Oh yeah, you're right. They're not different races.
We got to figure out how to get by and escape together.
Okay. All right. Do we want to get back?
There was a movie made about this. With Sidney Poitier and Tony Poitier and Tony Curtis.
Sidney Poitier tied his penis to what?
Wait, was that Enemy Mine?
No,
it wasn't Enemy Mine.
What is wrong with you all? Why are you calling me the racist? Oh my God!
The alien gets pregnant. Pretty cool. Sidney Poitier gets pregnant.
It's called The Defiant Ones.
See, I was thinking of The Fugitive with Harrison Ford, who also...
That's where I was going with it. I was just about to say, put that gun down, but
it's very similar, but this is the two of them.
He also, Harrison Ford also escapes the prison bus with a African-American fellow prisoner. They part ways pretty quickly because the fellow prisoner has been mortally wounded. And Harrison Ford, the doctor, tries to help
Tommy
him.
Lee Jones knows what's up.
The fugitive's name is Dr. Richard Kimball.
Richard Kimball. Put that gun down.
I don't care.
I don't care.
I didn't shoot my wife.
One-armed
I don't
man
care.
Would you like
So-
to change your bullshit story, sir? Now it
talking
comes
to me?
back full circle. I said that
It's
line
coming
an
back,
hour
coming
ago, and everyone
back.
tittered, but they didn't know what movie it was from. They do now.
Yeah, you're damn right they
Thank
do,
you.
Jay. Well done. Well done, Jay Hickman.
Yes.
All right, so
Take a
John
little something out of petty
Swayze.
cash, buddy. Yes.
And I'm proud to live in the Philippines, where at least I can dance to Thriller if I get convicted
Jailhouse
for
Rock,
bingo
baby.
crime, like John Swayze did that one time. And I'll
like it.
gladly dance to Thriller in an orange jumpsuit like you. I'm not going to finish the song, but
Good.
Good.
That's great for everyone.
So John.
oh, good,
John, about your bus escape.
Yes.
Let's say that doesn't work. Let's say there was some miscommunication and
Okay.
the train doesn't derail. You don't run away with the guy of a different race and all that business. And
And have a love
Tommy Lee
story.
Jones never shows up. You're going to prison in this scenario.
Okay.
So your hands, so you'll be, first off, whatever your sentence was, there's the 85% rule. Have you heard of that?
No. What is that?
That is whatever your sentence is, that is when you're eligible for parole.
Oh, 85%.
85%
Gotcha.
of your sentence.
is that
Yeah.
universal, by the way? Or a very state to
Nothing
state?
is universal because, you can plea bargain and it can move around all over the place.
Okay.
But in general, that's the
Generally
straight
speaking,
up rule.
you're
That's
gonna
where you
serve
began.
20 years. You're at least gonna serve 15,
17 before you're eligible for parole or whatever. Yeah, okay.
Right.
whatever it is. Yeah.
And you'll be coming from
17,
county.
I'm a mathematician.
All right, Mr. Arithmetic. Fine.
Sorry.
You'll have plenty of time to learn those math skills in the clink.
Nicely played, Kyle. Good. What's next?
So,
You got to be good friends with the prison librarian, though, to get the right books.
that's right. You better jailhouse rock all over with them.
I'll jailhouse rock all over you.
God.
So, wait a second. I don't know if that tracks, but we'll
It doesn't.
No. Okay. So you're usually coming from county.
There we go.
Right. You've been at a trial, so you're staying at a county facility during this, or you've made bail in your home under house arrest.
I'm in county lockup
And-
and awaiting trial.
Or during your trial even.
Okay, during trial, whatever. Yes, continue.
Yeah, and then slam, gavel goes down. You're guilty. So you will be transported usually by bus and usually with other prisoners until there's enough people to take them to whatever prison they've been assigned. You'll have your wrists connected to each other and connected to your belt.
That's ridiculous. I say
And your-
no.
And your
I
legs
call this
are
Saturday
shackled.
night.
And your legs are shackled to kind of a half gait. You can't really run, because for obvious reasons. And then you're kind of chained down to where you sit on the bus. You come in, they open the doors, unshackle you. You go in a little line, and then first they're gonna check your name, your social security number, look at a picture of you, just like you're at an airport. Make sure you're the right damn person coming to prison. I guess that's good, right? Make sure you're not,
How many of those are like, whoa? Stop the line. This
That's not
guy
me.
is not him. That's not the right guy.
I'm Steven, not Stevie.
Oh, no.
So
I'm
anyway,
Stefan. Yeah. So anyway, okay, go ahead.
your clothes have probably already been taken, but let's say you managed to be coming from your house or something. This is when your clothes are going to be taken.
Yeah.
And then they make sure you're not dirty and filthy. So you can either bathe yourself or they will bathe you for you.
Like they do in Rambo? Like they wash him down in Rambo with a fire hose? Or in Planet of the Apes?
If you, it depends on where you are. It depends on the facility.
And what about the delousing, like in Shawshank? which happens first?
Times have changed a little bit.
They don't delouse them anymore?
They clean
that's
you,
too bad.
but yeah, not
Hey, Kyle,
that method.
do you have a question coming? Because I have got to go to the men's latrine here in the prison.
Do I have a question coming?
Yeah.
No, I'm just running us through the intake.
Yeah.
Good.
Let's say John Swayze said that during this process. What do you think would happen?
He
would
be
get
taken
deloused
to the
immediately?
He would be.
Yeah, they would make
taken
him piss
immediately to the
himself
bathroom
and then spray him down with the hose. So they make sure you're not filthy. You get cleaned if you do not clean yourself, and then they give you your brand new outfit. That differs from state to state and everything. You get a number. That will be your number for your entire incarceration. New prison ID and photo, just like you're going to high school these days. And then you go to medical, where they will draw blood and test for disease. 3 in particular. What do you think, Jay?
John mentioned one already, didn't he?
I try not to listen to John.
Syphilis, which was the disease that raged across Devil's Island. Let's see now. Rubella, and I guess probably brain cancer.
Oh, no.
What?
Sorry, Jay. Yeah, they don't care if you have brain cancer. They probably figure that's why you're mentally unstable in the first place.
Why you committed the bingo fraud in the first place?
Yeah, you probably got some sort of brain cancer up in here.
Oh, no.
No, so TB.
Oh, sure. Well, sure. But definitely rubella,
Hepatitis.
right?
Oh, is that the same thing? Tuberculosis and rubella? I don't think so, Jay.
Rheumatism?
Bird flu? No. Hepatitis B. So TB, Hep B, and
Something else that starts with B?
No, but it rhymes with E at the end. This goes back to Jailhouse Rock.
Company?
Yes, also rhymes with company. All right, HIV.
Oh, well, sure. I mean, well, yeah, obviously.
Yeah, right. Because there's So anyway, yes. So they got to make sure
gay sex going on in prison, and they need to stop it because that's HIV.
Thank you, John.
No, it's not to stop the HIV. It's to cure the diseases before the gay sex happens. They know the gay sex will happen. They just want to limit the syphilis.
Yeah, they
spread.
want to see how much a bingo caller murderer, John Swayze,
like John Swayze,
right? How much he would infect the rest of the population. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then probably the most important thing now, and the latest added to this process, is the psych exam. Basically, they ask you questions, and if you're in there like going, "I talked to a potato and I want to murder the world," if you're that guy, they know who they're dealing with. And so they want to make sure if you're going to be a problem in the prison or not, or can handle a roommate.
Don't you want to be that guy, though? That goes, "I talked to a potato. I'm going to murder the world."
Yeah, it's worth a try.
I mean, that's like, hey,
you have
you know
any-
what?
do we have
We're going to
accounts
put
of
you
that?
in
Like
solitary
fellas
confinement.
We're
going to put you in solitary for the next 5 years.
Is that what
Well,
happens, or do you get sent to the old mental hospital? Like, what's better?
I don't think you get sent to is Gen Pop. And what's great about being sent to solitary is, for the next 5 years, you will not be raped. I mean, that's got to be a plus.
Yeah,
Like,
but they'll never give you a
I
wooden
am
chair either. So
I'm not going to have gay wooden chair sex when I go, I talk to a potato.
Well,
The potato is my savior. I love fruit gods. Whatever.
No,
Well-
not what. No, this is where you went completely off the rails. Potato is not a fruit; it's a tuber.
that's true.
This is well known.
Come on.
What happened
That's how,
to you?
and that, you know what? That's how you get busted. That's how they know.
Fruit have
Damn it,
seeds
no.
on the inside.
Damn it! I had him. I had
and
him for a
so-
minute.
You were super close
Yeah.
on this one. You
Boy,
almost got away
you were
with.
so close. You were so close to solitary. You
was
were
nearly
so
the
close to
perfect
not being
crime.
butt raped. But
Gen Pop.
You just no. You're going to Gen Pop. baby.
Well, it's not all just gin pop or solitary, for one thing. And it differs from state to state. Every prison is different. And now that there are private prisons as well, that is widely differentiated throughout the whole country, and throughout the state too. But like your typical U.S. prison cell is 10 by 7. That's 70 square feet, and that is all concrete, and your metal toilet, metal sink, and there's like a little bench. There'll be like a little metal thing sticking out of the wall if it's not concrete. So
And
for you
this
to
is
sit on.
always a 2-bed cell.
No, not always. That depends on prison population. It was hard to get true numbers on how many are doubled up and how many are single, but
Right.
all I heard was many times there are 2 prisoners per cell.
Right. Because hearkening back to movies super quickly, in Shawshank, it was all single person cells. That's how Andy Dufresne got away with it. But
Right.
in lots of other prison movies, it's like, I get the bottom bunk.
Yeah.
Okay, sir, you have the bottom bunk.
Yeah, you have whatever bunk you want.
Right.
It's Beecher from Oz. He was us. Did you ever see Oz, Jay?
I saw enough to know I never wanted to go to the Philippines.
But he's a drunk. He drunk drivingly killed a family, got the big sentence, and is in maximum security prison with all the murderers and stuff. And he's just a regular dude, and he kind of represents the viewer in Oz. And yeah,
But
It's-
you know what's interesting is most prison movies, most prison shows, whatever. Yeah, there's double bunks. It's
Yeah,
not a
exactly.
single bunk. It's funny. Shawshank is the one movie that I can think of where it was a single one man, one cell.
Like, that's how the plot works. It has to be a single cell so that he can do his
in all
poster
fairness,
trick.
in all fairness,
I doubt this is all fairness.
it
Most-
takes
most
place.
fairness.
It takes place in Maine, which is the least place in
Lowest
the world.
crime-ridden.
Lowest crime rate in the world. They don't
wouldn't
need
even
double
expect
bunks.
it.
They don't
Excellent
even
point.
need. There are probably empty cells in that prison.
hey, John Swayze, Alcatraz, single occupants.
Yes, and but I think Alcatraz was mainly single occupants because it was very much focused on solitary confinement.
Well, they had their own solitary within.
I know they did, but I'm just
but
saying
it was
but
kind of.
if you
It became
think
the worst
about
of the worst sort of thing.
if you think about it, it's like we don't want you to be around anybody ever. So you're going to have your own cell, which you could go, oh, great. But at the end of the day, if you're like locked up for 20 years with just yourself in the cell, there's nobody to talk to,
Yep.
There's nobody
Oh, you're going to go
visit.
crazy. I would
Yeah.
assume.
which is all part of the rehabilitation process.
Yes,
It's working out great.
recidivism. Have we talked about that yet?
That's one bonehead name, but that ain't me no mo. So
Why are you
the
carrier pigeon?
just to-
carrier. Dude, that's the Birdman of Alcatraz.
Right. That's why I brought it up. Thank you.
The whole guy. So, just to tack on the 10 by 7 cell, which is typical at this point. If you were in solitaire, you would be closer to 6 by 9, and they call it the elevator at some places because you're ostensibly in an elevator where there's stuff, no windows. You're in there for 23 hours a day, and you're.
I've never heard that term. Is it more commonly described as something else, like the box or the hole or whatever?
Oh, the box, the hole, yeah, all that.
I've never heard elevator in a single
elevator was new to
hole,
me.
though,
That's why I bring it
I
up.
think the hole in the box
have. That was
was
a
even
mistake.
smaller than that. I mean, like if you watch Cool Hand Luke, he's put in a box that literally is a shed. It's like a 2 by 2 by 2. Like you could barely. It's tiny.
Cramp in there. A 6 by 9 sounds luxurious.
Yes, exactly. What are they complaining about?
Just,
good God.
You get an hour
It's
a day where you
palatial.
get to see the sun.
I mean, really, I would just be sleeping the whole time. If I were in that situation, I literally would just go, I'm just going to sleep. I got nothing to do.
Yeah.
I'm sleeping.
Well, yeah, but can you sleep for 23 hours straight? I know I can.
I'm pretty
Like,
sure.
how many
I could.
meals are served? Are there 3 meals served in solitaire?
Oh, food. That's great. That sounds like something we should start on next episode.
What a great idea.
Part 2, maybe?
Yeah, let's do a
'Cause-
part 2.
Prison food is its own universe.
All right. We're on to a part 2. We agreed.
Wow. That happened quickly. Well, then let's be gentlemen and wrap up part 1. Like gentlemen.
John, say something racist and we'll call it the bottom of the barrel.
Look, now he's
you can't.
Now he's
think
got
of one.
performance
Wow.
anxiety.
Here, let me say Filipinos.
Dude,
Even that's not enough.
Wow. I'm lost. I can't believe you went there.
You got to tee him up a little better than that, Kyle.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Shoes.
Imelda
What was that?
Marcos.
What was that French
Yeah,
title you were talking about before?
Papillon?
Papillon.
Papillon. The French.
Suck. All right. I don't know. I got nothing.
He can't
I got
even racist, right?
I can't even race. I can't.
Folks,
I can't.
we're going to take a little break. We got to work on John, and then we'll be back for an exciting part 2 of Horizon no Skule. See you soon.
What the hell was that?
Well, we did it. We finally hit bottom. I knew we would. Thanks, everybody. If you'd like to learn more about this finely distilled product, visit bottomofthebarrelpodcast.com, where you can find our previous episodes, merch, and even some Patreon options. If you want to tell us how smart we are or how stupid we are, or if you have a topic you want us to dive into, hit us up on our socials. Bottom of the Barrel Podcast is on Instagram, X, and YouTube. Special thanks go out to our audio production guru, Dave Lasco, our beloved manager and punching bag, Olivia Swayze, and Jonathan Benjamin. Take care.